Well, happy Friday. Made it through another week. I just filmed I just filmed for I don't know how long, probably about 5 or 6 minutes talking, and didn't realize I didn't push the record button. So hopefully I remember everything I said earlier. I don't know if I will or not, but anyway, long week. Glad it's Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Little Colorado Kool-Aid. But anyway, the motorcycle decided the battery decided it didn't want to take a charge anymore on Wednesday. It was a little slow to start. I think it was Monday morning, fine. Tuesday morning, okay. Tuesday night coming home, it started up twice fine because I had to stop and get fuel on the way home. Wednesday a little slow to start, and then Wednesday when I got back into Sacramento, absolutely nothing. No lights, no nothing when I turned the key on. So I carry my factory toolkit with me. I pulled the battery out, and my wife came and picked me up, brought me home, put the battery on the charger overnight, and held enough charge for me to get home last night. And then I put it on the trickle charger all night last night. Had enough to get me to and from work today. So I think I'm gonna have to go pick up a motorcycle battery this week or this weekend. But you know, those of you that ride motorcycles understand they're never easy. They always need some kind of maintenance, even the most reliable ones. So, you know, that's what you get into when you get a motorcycle. I understand it. No problem. Batteries, I think it's at least 3 years old, so I got my use out of it. It sat for a while when I was waiting to get a tire, and then it's been cold here, which, you know, I know cold is relative. It hasn't been that cold here compared to a lot of you guys, but anyway, no, it's actually been in the 60s during the day. I feel bad for you guys. I know the Northwest and especially the Northeast, all across the north part of the country, you guys are getting hammered. I feel bad for you guys. Our weather's been warm, but our problem is we don't have any water. And that's going to be if we don't get any storms here soon, we're going to have a real water issue this summer. They're already asking everybody to cut back their water usage by over 20%. They're talking about issuing fines this summer if you don't cut your water back. So it's been a long time since we've had a drought like this, so see what happens. Anyway, let's see, what did I get this? I got, I'll show you what time it is. Let's see, it is 8:28. Got a little, some lug nuts because, let's see here, let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. I ordered my wheels for my truck for the 56. So I ordered brand new ones. They're Wheel Ventiques. They're steel wheels. They're the ones I wanted. I like them. Plan on running spider caps and beauty rings, or beauty rings and hubcaps. Haven't decided yet. I'll decide it when it comes time, because I'm not going to buy those until the truck's on the road. They come powder coated primer is what it says in the on the website and in the catalog. So I plan on painting them. If anybody has any advice or tips on what I should put on that first before I paint it, what kind of primer, if I should use, I don't know, like or 2K primer or polyester primer, or what I should put on those wheels first, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm pretty much ignorant when it comes to stuff like that. Any paint knowledge that I have is from YouTube, watching all you guys that really know what you're doing. So I assume I'm going to scuff them first before I spray anything on them. So if you guys have any tips, I truly appreciate it. I'm open to any suggestions. I know what color I'm going to paint them and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of waiting to let that loose. But I'll, you know, show you guys, take you guys along. Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, we're going, probably going to go over work on my brother's truck if he doesn't have to work. He's on call, so he doesn't really know. He thinks he might be home tomorrow, so if he is, we're going to cruise over there and work on his truck. We're going to get some, he's got his boxing plates all cut out for the front where his motor's going to mount. So we're going to burn those in and then start fitting his motor again. We got to measure for a tranny mount, figure out what kind of metal and how much we need to get to build his tranny mount. We're going to have to build one for it, and then do some other measuring and fitments on it. But anyway, so that's what we got going on. The other thing I'm going to do this weekend, the plan is I'm going to clean up my motor. Gonna clean it all up. I got some brushes there, got some cleaners and stuff like that. So we're gonna move it out here in the middle of the floor, give it a really good scrubbing, and then hopefully paint everything but the valve covers and the intake manifold, because those are going to be something different. And then I also, hopefully while I'm doing that, I can also paint my inner fenders, because those will be out. Maybe my firewall if I get to it, bell housing. We'll see what I can get to. My main goal is since I am clueless on how much paint to use and when, I want to have a bunch of parts available for me to spray. So if I have more left over, I can spray them. The engine compartment's going to be black. I decided, I had a couple other ideas of what I wanted to do. It's still not 100% on the firewall because I wanted to metal flake it, but I'm not. Just not good enough yet. I'll get there someday, but I have some other small projects that I want to practice metal flaking first before I do my my firewall. Fortunately, you know, it only takes me a minute to pull the motor out of this thing, so if I got to do that to paint it, I will. But I think for now, it's going to be black like the rest of the engine compartment. I'm just going to leave it like that until I paint the whole truck. But that's kind of the plan. The valve covers and the intake manifold will be metal flaked and candy coated red, because that's how I want them to be. That's really how I want those to be. So we're going to do that. If I can get those painted and all that kind of stuff, the next step is I can actually put the motor in the truck and leave it in the truck, because I have I have most of my parts. As far as the motor is concerned, the main thing I don't have yet is my exhaust manifolds. I'm gonna buy those, I don't know, hopefully soon. I'm gonna buy tires before I buy my exhaust manifolds, because I'm really sick of pushing this thing on these tore up tires. But hoping maybe here in a couple weeks I can order my tires also. I'll have my rims painted, I'll put my tires on, and then once I do that, once the tires are put on, I'll be able to put my rear fenders on. I'll be able to mount my running boards, be able to mount my front fenders, because everything will be as it should be. And we'll go from there. Once that happens, it'll be a roller, and then I think I'll really want to get going on this thing, because it'll actually sit like it's supposed to and look like it's supposed to. So that's the plan. Anyway, I think I've been talking too much already. I'm going to get some work done. I think what I'm going to do is maybe do a little body work on this thing tonight, because I may paint and prime this at the same time as everything else. Like I said, I just want to have some stuff in the garage that I can paint, so I can kind of do everything at once. Yeah, maybe I'll pull these inner fenders out tonight. I can do that and leave the outer fenders on. But so I'll load this up here in a little bit after I get done working. It'll be up tomorrow morning. If I go to my brother's, I'll take the camera with me, and it looks like I got a pretty good chance of getting some serious garage time this weekend, so I'm hoping that works out. So you guys all have a good weekend. Hope you had a good work week, and we'll see you guys soon. Everybody be good. All right, same night, Friday night. Got the inner fenders out. That's some OSFO I got to clean off tomorrow. Take it out front, wash that off, scrub it with the... I just been using a Scotch-Brite pad. It seems to clean it off good. Put a little more paint on these, but man, I was looking at it. Let me stand up here. She looked pretty sweet with no inner fenders and fender well dump headers. They look pretty awesome. Don't think it's going to happen this time around, but you know, when I build the big motor that I want to build for it, when I build the 312 for it, man, trains are noisy tonight. When I build the 312 for it with 3 deuces, that might look kind of cool. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work.